Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Wishing you a new day full of energy, peace, and good health. Thank you for coming to Dr. Ben channel, which always accompanies you on the journey of taking care of your elderly health in a simple, easy to understand, and effective way. I still remember one rainy afternoon, Mr. James Anderson, who lives near my house in California, brought me a jar of homemade peanut butter. He said, "This is good for you." He insisted that I try it, and for the next few weeks, I ate it every day instead of a snack. But just a few months later, he started to feel slight tremors in his hands and feet. His knees hurt every morning, and he had insomnia. When he went to the doctor, he was surprised because the cause was not his age, but because he ate too many types of nuts that seemed healthy but were not suitable for the elderly. Today, let's talk about which nuts are good for the elderly and which nuts should be avoided. Please share this video with your friends and family so they can also take care of their health. Here's the deal. As you age, your body changes. It becomes more fragile, more prone to ailments and diseases. And one of the most common issues that arises is a decline in your immune system. That's right, your immune system. Your body's defense against illnesses and infections. It takes a hit as you get older. And guess what? Peanuts are notorious for weakening the immune system, especially in older adults. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that eating peanuts can increase the risk of developing heart disease and stroke. And here's the kicker. The older you are, the higher the risk becomes. So, if you're a senior citizen or nearing retirement age, it's time to say no to peanuts. Don't let these little guys sneak into your diet and wreak havoc on your health. Remember, knowledge is power. And now you're armed with the knowledge to make better food choices for a healthier, happier you. Stay tuned for more tips. Peanuts are not just a tasty snack, they're a hidden danger. Here's why. First of all, peanuts aren't true nuts. They're legumes that grow underground. And because they grow in the ground, they're susceptible to a toxic compound called aflatoxin, which is produced by a fungus. Our bodies are amazing. When we're young, our bodies can easily eliminate toxins like this. But as we age, our bodies become less efficient at eliminating toxins. So as you get older, this toxin can build up in your body, causing silent liver damage, increasing your risk of cancer, and speeding up the aging process at a cellular level. This means that your legs, heart, and immune system could be weakened without you even realizing it. But there's more. Peanuts are a potent anti-inflammatory food. They contain too much of a good thing, excessive amounts of omega-6 fatty acids. This can upset the balance of your body and lead to systemic inflammation. This is a slow but fierce fire that attacks your bones, hardens your arteries, and silently eats away at your muscle fibers. This is why older people have more and more difficulty walking, feel tired when climbing stairs, lose their balance easily, and are constantly afraid of falling. And if you're taking blood thinners, peanuts can be even more dangerous. Peanuts contain natural vitamin K. This can interfere with the effects of blood thinners, silently reducing the effectiveness of the treatment or, worse, putting you at risk of blood clots or uncontrolled bleeding. This is a gamble that no one at this age should have to take. Even if you think you are making a healthy choice, like peanut butter, the risks are not reduced. Most commercial peanut butters contain hydrogenated oils, refined sugars, and excessive salt. And those three ingredients create a dangerous storm that can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, and accelerated vascular aging. Every spoonful of that seemingly healthy butter you eat is silently sapping your strength, damaging your circulation and reducing your brain clarity while you believe you are taking good care of yourself. The greatest danger from peanuts lies not in a specific organ, but in its silent ripple effect. It weakens your legs, it damages your heart, it impairs your memory, and it shortens your healthy life. Every day you put yourself further into the gamble, hoping that the good times will last, but they won't. You will now find yourself at the doctor's office with a prescription for a new blood pressure medication or a statin to manage your cholesterol. A little nut can take away your independence. It can lead to unexpected hospital stays and rob you of precious moments with your loved ones. But it's not the nut you think. It's not peanuts. There's another nut that's rich and creamy and loved by many. It's cashews. From the first bite, cashews seem like the perfect snack, rich, creamy, and satisfying. They're dressed up in a healthy eating facade that makes many seniors believe they're a smart, even high-end choice when trying to eat better. But beneath that deliciousness lies a danger that most people don't realize, a danger that could be slowly eroding your very foundation of strength. As we age, bone loss becomes one of the biggest silent threats to our independence. Every step, every movement depends on the strength of our skeleton. Once bones are weak, falls happen more easily, fractures take longer to heal, and even walking across the living room can become a life-changing risk. You may be putting yourself in danger without even realizing it, and it's all because of this. Cashews, they're a popular snack, but they're also a major cause of a silent epidemic that affects millions of people every year. C. Cashews contain a lot of salat, a natural compound that can bind to calcium in your intestines and prevent it from being absorbed into your bloodstream. Every handful of nuts you eat robs you of this essential mineral needed to keep your bones strong and flexible. Over time, your legs become unstable, your hips become fragile, your wrists are brittle, and your risk of breaking a bone increases even from a minor stumble. But the danger doesn't stop there. Nuts are much higher in carbs than other nuts, causing sudden spikes in blood sugar. For older adults, when prediabetes and diabetes are common, such hyperglycemia can silently damage the small blood vessels in your legs and feet. Over time, muscles weaken, sensation is reduced, and small wounds take longer to heal. It can even lead to gangrene and amputation. A seemingly harmless snack can lead to severe loss of mobility and independence. And if that's not enough, cashews also increase your risk of kidney stones, which can be painful and debilitating, especially after the age of 60. 2 dangerous nuts that you should avoid if you are a senior citizen. Number 4. Cashews. Not only does the oxal in cashews rob your body of calcium, it also crystallizes in your kidneys, forming stones that can cause blockages, tissue damage, and urinary tract toxicity. For older adults who already have problems with low water intake or impaired kidney function, cashews can be a factor that can cause things to spiral out of control. And let's not forget about the texture of the nuts. The curved, smooth, soft shape can easily cause choking in older adults with weak teeth or dry mouths. A trap hidden in what seems like a gentle and pleasant feeling. It's scary to realize that one of the world's most beloved nuts can be a silent enemy, causing weakness in your body. But cashews aren't the only threat that older adults need to be wary of. There's another, much smaller nut that looks harmless, even elegant, but has the potential to interfere with the medications you take every day, disrupting the delicate balance on which your health depends. Stay tuned to find out what it is. 3. Pine nuts, the brain and muscle disruptor. At first glance, pine nuts may seem innocent, even luxurious. Sprinkle them on a salad and toss them into pesto. Pine nuts feel delicate and nutritious. But for seniors, these small, shiny nuts harbor a hidden danger that can silently sabotage 2 of life's most precious gifts, strength and memory. What if I told you that your favorite pine nuts could be deadly? You see, pine nuts interact negatively with more than 60% of commonly prescribed medications for seniors. That includes blood pressure medications, cholesterol-lowering statins, and even antidepressants. A wrong interaction can lead to a sudden spike in blood pressure, a life-threatening arrhythmia, or an unforeseen blood clotting disorder. Health crises come on quickly and have serious consequences. Unfortunately, many doctors don't warn you simply because pine nuts have long been off the risk list. But that's just the start. Pine nuts have also been clinically linked to metal mouth syndrome, a strange, unpleasant phenomena that causes every dish and sip of water to taste bitter and metallic for days, even weeks. For older adults who are already at high risk of malnutrition, this loss of appetite can have serious consequences. Now, before you throw away those pine nuts, watch this video to learn about the surprising and potentially harmful effects of pine nuts on your health. You may be shocked by what you discover, so don't miss this important message. Stay tuned. When eating becomes an obsession, you eat less. Your muscles weaken. You become physically weaker. Your energy is depleted. You fall more often. Wound healing slows down. And then there's the silent enemy that you can't see or taste. Oxidation. Pine nuts are high in polyunsaturated fats, which are extremely sensitive to oxidation. When oxidized, they release toxic compounds that cause inflammation, hardening of the arteries, and damage to sensitive nerve tissue in the brain. The longer you eat pine nuts, the more serious the consequences. More severe pain, slower thinking, memory loss, and blurred vision. Each time the body is damaged by oxidation, your independence, stability, and ego are gradually eroded. And let's not forget another very real risk: choking. Due to their small size and slippery shape, pine nuts are easy to choke on, especially in the elderly who have dry mouth, lack of saliva, or difficulty swallowing. 65 years of age and above, listen up. This is your daily reminder that you are not too old to take care of yourself. But there are some things you should avoid. And today, we're talking about pine nuts. Pine nuts may be small, but they pack a powerful punch that can mess with your health. You see, as you age, your body needs a lot of nutrients to stay strong and healthy. And pine nuts have a lot of these nutrients. But unfortunately, they also contain a compound that can interfere with the absorption of these nutrients. So if you're over 65, it's best to avoid pine nuts altogether. But don't worry, there are plenty of other nuts that are much better for you. Almonds, for example, are a great source of protein and fiber, which can help you maintain your bone mass and muscle strength as you age. Walnuts, on the other hand, are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which can help improve your brain function and reduce inflammation in your body. So, as you age, make sure to stock up on almonds and walnuts instead of pine nuts. Your body will thank you for it. Did you know that in each handful of almonds, there is a strong protective barrier? As a woman ages, her bones become weaker and more prone to fractures. However, in each handful of almonds, there is a strong protective barrier, an abundant source of calcium and magnesium, to valuable minerals that help build and maintain strong bones in the most natural way. Calcium helps strengthen bones. The GHOST ensures that calcium is properly absorbed and transported to the right place in the body, is not stuck in the blood vessel walls causing blockages, but is firmly deposited in the healthy bones of the ladies. But almonds do more than just protect your bones. They also nourish your muscles, which are the bundles of muscles that help you stand up, walk, climb stairs, or hold your grandchildren with happiness. Almonds contain high-quality plant protein and healthy fats, providing essential nutrients to maintain muscle mass. The fiber in almonds is also very useful for the digestive system, helping to reduce constipation, bloating, and other problems that cause fatigue and lethargy in the elderly. Almonds are also a shield to protect the heart. Monounsaturated fats in almonds help reduce bad cholesterol, the culprit that causes atherosclerosis and weakens the cardiovascular system. Each almond you eat is a small shield that protects your heart from the risk of stroke, heart attack, and exhaustion caused by cardiovascular disease. Hidden beneath the thin brown skin of almonds is a treasure trove of antioxidants, valuable compounds that protect brain cells and help prevent age-related memory loss. These substances work silently every day to protect your memory, increase your reflexes, maintain your clarity and optimism, keeping your mind healthy along with your body. In all the most important aspects, almonds are a loyal companion, helping to protect your bones, provide energy for your muscles, strengthen your cardiovascular health, and keep your mind sharp. They are a simple but profound proof that old age does not mean weakness or loss of joy in life. Every small choice during the day, such as eating a handful of almonds, is a way for us to proactively regain vitality every day. But the journey does not stop there. You are ready to discover a type of nut that not only enhances physical strength, but can also reactivate your memory and information processing speed in the brain. Then be ready to welcome the next surprising superfood. No. 2. Walnuts protect memory and mobility. There is something interesting and full of images. The shape of walnuts is exactly like the human brain. Each sophisticated fold, each line evokes a reminder from nature that this is the food born to protect our brain. For the elderly who are trying to maintain a clear memory, steady steps, and an independent life, walnuts are not just a food, but an indispensable companion. As age increases, the brain's sophisticated network begins to show signs of fatigue. All of these seemingly small changes pose a greater risk: falls, confusion, and even loss of self-control in life. Are you at risk? When you start eating walnuts regularly, you are proactively fighting forgetfulness, confusion, and the risk of losing yourself, the scary thing when you die. Walnuts have a special nutritional composition that provides a strong shield against this silent aging process. They are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that is extremely necessary to nourish the nerve cell array, keeping them flexible and healthy. Not only does AA stay in the body, it also moves and integrates and strengthens the brain's foundation of activity. Not stopping there, walnuts also contain many polyphenols. These rare antioxidant compounds are able to cross the blood-brain barrier. Once inside the brain, they act as silent anti-inflammatory warriors, protecting nerve cells from oxidative damage, the leading cause of memory loss and dementia. When we eat walnuts regularly, we are proactively fighting all of these issues. It also helps protect balance and mobility. So don't forget to add walnuts to your daily diet. These nuts are so powerful that they can change your life if you start eating them in your 60s. Trust me, they are rich in iron, an amino acid that improves blood circulation. Better circulation means your muscles will be supplied with enough oxygen and nutrients to maintain their strength. So say goodbye to shortness of breath and feeling tired. Better circulation also means quicker reflexes, more confident steps, and fewer falls. This is extremely important to maintain your independence as you age. Even sleep, a key factor in helping your body recover and your brain stay alert, is gently supported by the natural melatonin content in walnuts. This is a hormone that helps regulate the biological clock, helping you sleep deeper and more regularly. Just a handful of walnuts in the evening can become a silent but meaningful healthcare, helping you sleep better, feel more alert, and mentally sharp the next morning. Choosing walnuts is not just about preserving your memory or mobility, but also nurturing the spirit of living fully, connected, and full of vitality. It's a small act with great power that can change your health for the rest of your life. Don't just eat cashews as a snack, but use them as a powerful tool to protect your mobility, maintain your vision, and maintain your vitality as you age. Every heartbeat of our ladies and gentlemen, every steady step depends on keeping blood pressure stable. But as we age, controlling blood pressure becomes more difficult. High blood pressure silently stiffens the lymphatic system, causing fatigue and weak legs. Cashews are a gentle answer from nature. They contain high levels of potassium, which helps to neutralize the harmful effects of sodium bicarbonate and salt, thereby supporting blood pressure stabilization naturally without causing shock to the body. Unlike many foods labeled as healthy but containing high levels of salt, cashews contain a natural formula that helps to protect the heart without burdening the blood pressure. And don't forget another important thing: the spiritual joy that cashews bring. The vibrant colors, the fun shells, the natural sweetness, all make healthy eating no longer a dry duty, but a joy, a way to love yourself every day. Do you know how to take care of your health without having to go through hardship? It's simple. Every day you wake up and want to protect what is most precious. That's when you eat cashews. Cashews are not just food. They are the heartbeat that nourishes the body, the steady steps that bring you closer to your goals. the small rays of light that break through the silence of old age. However, there is a rarer type of cashew that contains a deeper secret. This special protector is laughing cashew. It helps maintain muscle strength and slows down the aging process of the whole body. Let's explore this together. Laughing cashews are also a treasure for the eyes, rich in lutein and zeaxanthine. These carotenoid compounds protect the macular region of the eye, helping to slow down macular degeneration, a leading cause of blindness in the elderly. Good vision is essential for an active and safe life. It helps you move around safely, avoid falls, and continue to live life on your own terms. In addition, laughing cashews are also very good for those who have difficulty chewing. The act of chewing stimulates blood circulation, strengthens the jawbone, and encourages conscious eating, which helps control overeating and weight gain. And you don't have to worry about gaining weight because even a small habit like cracking each seed shell is a form of exercise for the fine motor muscles of our hands, helping to maintain hand-eye coordination and preventing the decline in flexibility of our hands as we age. Peanuts, cashews, and pine nuts, although popular, contain hidden risks, especially as you age. These nuts are not only unpleasant, they can silently weaken your bones, harden your blood vessels, harm your kidneys, and interfere with the effects of your drugs, taking away your ability to walk, your memory, and your clarity. On the other hand, almonds, walnuts, and pistachios are loyal guards from nature, protecting our strength, preserving our life, and giving us the power to choose. Every decision you make today is the foundation for your health tomorrow. So don't underestimate the power of choice. The choice is in your hands. It's not too late. It's never too late. You can still keep your legs from shaking, your bones from being brittle, your heart from beating, and your memory from being clear. You can absolutely live a life full of strength, walk steadily, dance gently, laugh loudly, without fear of falling. If you choose the right way from today, the path ahead is clear. Let us give up the foods that are silently harming our bodies and accept the precious gifts that nature gives us. Every bite from now on is no longer a habit, but an act of self-love, of self-respect, of hope for the years of old age, full of vitality and peace. Because you deserve to live a healthy, clear-minded, and happy life, not because of luck, but because of your own wise choices. What we share today is not just knowledge, it is inspiration for you to live fully, to be true to yourself. Each grain you choose to eat today is not simply food, but a small brick in the house of health in old age. There are types of grains that seem healthy, but silently take away vitality, memory, and steadiness in every step. But there are also small types of grains, which are a breath of fresh air, supporting the feet, nourishing the heart, and lighting up the spirit every day. Choosing the right one is not too difficult. Just a little understanding, a little care, and a little self-love is enough for you to keep the most precious things: clarity, vitality, and independence.